Welcome back, guys, to another episode of HBM Survival, where last episode we built this beautiful Soyuz launchpad, and this episode we're gonna be building a Cyclotron, and maybe a particle accelerator if we have time. They are two different things, if you are wondering. Anyways, we launched the Soyuz with an asteroid mining ship for plenty of resources, and this is the recipe for the Cyclotron. We need neodymium, which means that we're gonna have to go mine it out in the nether. So let's go. Here's some neodymium ore. So let's just mine out this whole vein, however big it is. And boom, there we go. That's the last of the neodymium in this vein. It's actually pretty big. Anyways, let's just head back to the base so we can process all this neodymium into dense wires. Alright, so now we've got our neodymium powder. Boom, there we go. Now it's turning into dense neodymium wires. And while that's going, we're going to get the other things for the Cyclotron including, but not limited to, integrated circuit boards and steel. We'll also need some bakelite, and we already have aluminum, steel, and such. So, anyways, let's do that. Starting with the lithium-ion energy storage blocks. Boom. We only need 3, so boom. There we go. All 3 lithium-ion energy storage blocks. Alrighty. So now, boop. There we go. Boom, and boom. There we go. Now we've got our integrated circuit board ready. Alright, there we go. That's all the integrated circuit boards done. And now the last step is to get out our neodymium dense wires. So let's go over to our crucible and go get those. Boom, there we go. I don't know why I made so many. But anyways, let's put those in there and assemble our Cyclotron. Oh, alright, there we go. Our Cyclotron. Boom, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Now let's just set up our little coolant system. Right over here. Boom, there we go. Now we just need a source of water for the coolant. Where are we? Oh wait, right, it goes in the barrel. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Our coolant is ready. So now let's make a recipe to try it out. Maybe astatine or... Oh wait, I remember you could mix rubidium in this. So let's put our plutonium dust in there. And our ionized particles in there from our fusion reactor. And... boom! The first rubidium made in our Cyclotron. There it is. We also got some antimatter on the side too, which is pretty cool. Anyways, now let us go and make our particle source, because this episode was a little short, which needs a quantum processing unit, which needs ionized particles for 2 things. Alright, so let's first get our solid-state quantum processors for our quantum processing unit, which needs ionized particles and BESCO wires. BESCO is bismuth, strontium, copper, calcium, and I'm unsure of what else it was, but I know that's what a lot of it was. Anyways, let's put all this in here. Slide makes calcium in the centrifuge. Anyways, Now let's assemble some boxes of copper dust. 16, 24. There we go, 24 should be enough. Loop, boom. And now for the titanium. Now that should be the recipe for strontium. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't rain when I'm taking out the strontium, because that would be very bad. Anyways, let's take out our calcium. Put it in. And now get out our strontium from our cyclotron. So let's go get that. Boom. There we go. Boom. And that's our Bisco ready. Alrighty, so now we put in our dense wire mold. Boop. And we're making plenty of dense wires of Bisco. So now we put that there. Boop. Bloop. Boop. And bloop. And there we go, solid state quantum processors. Alright, so now we just gotta get the rest of everything. Which includes the atomic clock, which, well, we'll do the helium-4 first. So, we have the, like, coolant for our soldering station. Boom, there we go. Alrighty. That should be plenty. Now let's take out this fiberglass and turn it into silicon for our plentiful old silicon wafers. So we can then make ourselves a little versatile integrated circuits. We need 16 of them for everything. Crap, whoops. I guess we don't have enough resources, so let's go fix that really quick. Oh, crap, wait. Alright, so we got everything for our quantum processing unit. Our quantum processing unit. There we go. Now it should be easy to get the rest of everything for our stuff. So let's put that in there. Boom, 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 boom. Now that should give us enough beam lines. Boom, there we go, 3 beam lines. Now we can make our particle source. There we go, that's done. So now let's go put it somewhere for keeping. That looks like a good spot. Alright, so the next component we are gonna need is the dipole magnets, which need versatile integrated circuit board. Yay! The most painful circuit board to get, other than quantum processing units. We need 16 total of them, so we need 4 dipole magnets. Alright, so let's get started on this. Oh boy. Alrighty, let's get started on the versatile circuit boards, which need some versatile integrated circuits and basically just normal circuit board stuff. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Capacitors, there we go. Alrighty. Now we just do that. Alrighty. Now we can make our versatile integrated circuits. Boom, there we go. And now, boop, 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 microchip. Boop, 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 microchip. Boop, 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 microchip. And, oh crap, whoops. Boop, Boop. Microchip. Alright, that's all the microchips we need. So, now let's take that and put it in here to make ourselves our versatile integrated circuits. And boom, there we go. All the versatile circuit boards we need. And we still need 3 more beam lines, but we can easily get that. But right now we're gonna focus on getting the hard plastic, which we have a surplus of glowstone dust to turn into phosgene with. So let's do that really quickly. Alright, now we need our copper plates to get the rest of the beam lines. And boom, there we go. Pick out that sulfur, put in more glowstone dust for more chlorine gas. Boom. Our beam lines are going. Let's make that assembly template too. Put on our Castile plates, our versatile circuit boards, and beam lines. Now all we need is our hard plastic. So let's make some phosgene. Phosgene, there we go. Now let's put this into the hard plastic. And that should be everything we need. So let's put all that in and make our 4 dipole magnets. And boom, there we go. That's everything that's everything, that's the dipole magnets done. So let's place these down. And boom, there's the outline of our particle accelerator done. And now, the next thing we are going to get is the RF cavity to will actually accelerate the particles. We'll need it for accelerating the particles. Why'd I say that twice? Alrighty, so let's start on the beam lines and magnetrons. Boom, there we go. Alrighty. Now, let's put it in the assembly machine. Make some magnetrons. Now we can make an RF cavity. RF cavity, boom, there we go. Boom. Now let's put in the beam line, the magnetrons, the copper plates, and then the Castile plates, and then get some hard plastic out from there, and boom, there we go. Alright, there we go, RF cavity. So let's go over here and place it down right there. Oh wait, wrong direction. Boom, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Alright, now that that's done, we can make the second to last component of our particle accelerator, which is the quadrupole magnets. Alright. We'll need one more versatile circuit board for this one. So let's grab that. board. There's the integrated circuit board. So let's put it in. Get these two. Put them in. There we go. Now we need the rest of the things for the quadrupole magnets, which requires 16 Castile plates, a beamline, which we have plenty of, and hard plastic, which we also have plenty of. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna get more steel. Okay then. Boom. There we go. Finally. Alright. Now we can make our quadrupole magnet. Oh wait, we need our beamline now. Right, hold on. Alright, let's grab a beamline. Boom. Okay. Alright, put it in. And then make our quadrupole magnet template. And there we go. Making ourselves this thing. Alrighty. Boom. There we go. Let's take that. Those quadrupole magnets. Put them here. And boom. There we go. Now, we should have everything except 5 beamlines and one special machine that we actually need to get the particles out. The particle detector, which needs 4 quantum processing units, 3 beamlines, 24 Castile plates, 16 dead skull wires, and 16 hard plastic bars. So let's get started on all of these quantum processing units. Alright, so it's been a while since we've done a recording, but in between then, the new update came out, and I adjusted everything to work for it. So anyways, let's continue with our particle accelerator, which means we'll need more quantum processing chips, or units. Alrighty, so let's begin on these. Actually, we already have 8 of them from making the particle source. So, anyways, let's begin on this. Alright, so our copper is done, but we're going to have to wait a lot longer while now, because it turns out we're out of bismuth. So that means we're going to have to wait for these lead absorber pellets to deplete each. So let's just wait on that, and I will cut back once we are finished, once they are depleted and we've extracted their bismuth in our purettes. So we've got our bismuth predicament solved. So now we can put that bismuth in here. There we go. And next we can get our calcium and copper. There we go. And finally all we need is our strontium, I believe. Hold on, where'd our strontium go? Hold on. Ah, here it is. Alright. Let's go put this in. Boom, calcium. Well, calcium, copper, and... oh wait, strontium, copper, and calcium. Boom, there we go. versatile integrated circuits. Alright. Wait. Hold on. My business is missing. This is backward. Hold on. Ah, here it is. Ooh, almost panicked there. Sorry, panicked there. Alright. And good. One stack of versatile circuits. So, put those in here. Now all we have to do is make the atomic clock. The atomic clock set, actually. But anyways, do that. Like so. There we go. Now we need our strontium. Put that in there. Surround it in a microchip. And boom, 16 atomic clocks. And once these quantum chips are done, we should actually be able to make the thing. Anyways, now we just wait for that. Wait for it to finish. Alright. Make it particle detector template. Put in our beam lines. That is there. Now there's our solid state quantum processing unit and our hard plastic. Alright, now it's crafting. Boom. There we go. Our particle detector has been finished. Alright, so let's go place it. There we go. Now we can place it. Wrong way. Alright, there we go. That. And that is all the structural components we need for our particle accelerator. But it relies on a coolant called cold perfluoromethyl, which needs to be compressed from regular It needs to be compressed from regular perfluoromethyl, which needs petroleum gas, fluoride, and unsaturated hydrocarbons. And once you have that, you can get the coolant for it. But that'll have to wait till next episode because we're out of time for this one. Anyways, I have been your host, Q-Ball. Make sure to like and subscribe, and don't miss out on the last episode or the next episode. Anyways, goodbye!